In this next video, we're going to be working on assignment 4.4. The first thing you're going to want to do for this activity is open up your feedback from activity 4.3. If you have any feedback on this activity that requires some sort of change to your degree plan, go ahead and make those changes first before moving on to the remainder of your 4.4 activity. We're going to want two things open. That is going to be the course catalog through self-service, as well as your annotated curriculum from the previous video in your PDF editing software. In this activity, we're going to finish placing all of your remaining courses into the semesters that you plan to take them while you're here at RCC. That means that every highlighted course will have a semester and year next to it for that course plan. What you're going to want to do is look through your entire curriculum and the course catalog for availability and prerequisite or co-requisite requirements, and use that information to place classes in each semester with the idea of having between 12 and 15 or so hours per semester for a full-time load. When you're finished, your curriculum will look something like this. Note that there are semesters by each course that we plan to take. If you've taken a course in a previous semester, for example, this student took pre-calculus algebra last semester, meaning that they took it in fall of 2025. So we have indicated fall of 25 here, and you will include this on your 4.4 assignment. While you are trying to put classes in each semester, it may help to create a list of every semester and the courses you plan to take so that you don't accidentally put too many or too few. You could do this by hand as you work through the assignment, open up a document just to keep track of it, whatever works for you, until you have your fully annotated curriculum. You can color code it if that works for you. It does not need to be color coded for a grade. And once you have selected a semester for all of your chosen courses, we are going to open the 4.4 activity Excel document. That document is going to look like this, and we will open it split screen with our annotated curriculum. The only thing you will edit are any boxes that are shaded in yellow. The area over here to the right is all for grading. That is for your instructor to fill out and not for you to worry about. All you need to do is edit the yellow boxes. So we're going to start at the top and fill in our relevant information based on the project we've done so far. This will include your intended major or program of study, your transfer university, your URL for the transfer guide, although you will be attaching it in its annotated form to your submission, and your RCC degree. So for our example student, that's going to be psychology at UNC Chapel Hill, and the RCC degree was an Associate of Arts. Now we will go through our activity 4.4 and simply place the information found in that curriculum that you've annotated into the 4.4 assignment. So we'll start with English composition, which we can find in the English composition section. Everyone needs to take English 111 and 112 at RCC. So we'll just put the semesters we plan to take those. So our example student is taking English 111 in the current spring 2026 semester, and they are going to take English 112 in the fall 2026 semester. So we'll indicate those two here. Next, we're looking at one of the categories where students are allowed to choose a course. What you will do with this section is enter the course you've chosen, including the subject and course number. So our example student is taking COM 231 in fall of 27, Art 111 in spring of 27, and English 241 in fall of 27. You'll notice that there is a yellow box here, which means we need to fill that in with the number of credits that British Literature 1 is worth. If you look back on the curriculum guide, the credits it is worth is 3. You will do the same process for your social behavioral sciences, math courses, and natural science courses. And then when we get to the bottom for your general education, we are going to put, again, the course, subject and number, the number of credits, and the semester you plan to take that course. For the example student, we are going to be taking Spanish 111, which is worth 3 credits in fall of 26, Spanish 112, which is worth 3 credits in spring of 27, Spanish 211, which is worth 3 credits in fall of 27, Communications 120, which is worth 3 credits in spring of 26, and Psych 241, which is worth 3 credits in spring of 27. The next section will be for your elective courses. It'll look similar to the Gen Ed section. However, you'll notice that for electives, I need 13 credit hours for my Associate in Arts degree, and here I only have 12 credit hours. 3 times 4 is 12. What's going to happen here is 1 credit hour is going to move down from the Gen Ed hours. So for Gen Ed, we've earned 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 out of the necessary 14. So what's going to happen is this is going to count for 2 here, and then that same course is going to give you 1 credit in the electives category. You can leave it just as 3 credits here so that it's not listed twice, or you can split the hours as I've done in this example. Then we will put the remainder of our elective courses into the electives category, as well as the credits they're worth and the semesters you're taking them in. And finally, we're going to move down to ACA and our physical education requirements. Everyone is taking ACA in the current semester, so go ahead and put the current semester in there. For this example, it's spring 26. And then you'll choose whichever PE or health requirement you've decided for. Our example student is taking PED 110, which is worth 2 credits in the fall of 27. Once you have put every course you intend to take at RCC on your MAP activity 4.4, including the credits it is worth and the semester you intend to take it, go ahead and save this as an Excel file, upload it for 4.4 submission. Include your annotated curriculum, so make sure you save this new one with all of the semesters listed, as well as that same annotated transfer guide from activity 4.1.